Welcome back to the Clubhouse, everyone. It is your boy, the Crooked Commish. We are back at it again. We are knocking on the door because last week we rang the doorbell nicely. No one answered. So now we're knocking on the door here because we are anxious and getting ready to start this NFL season here. We got a little taste, just a little taste. Last Thursday, watching the Lions get absolutely smashed by one of our guests' favorite team. So they came out looking sharp. So the Chargers kind of hit the ground running, and both sides of the ball, really. And Harbaugh has those guys ready to go and shouldn't be surprised. You know, a lot of most of Jim Harbaugh's teams are pretty disciplined and looked ready to go. They don't look like they're lagging or look lost in any kind of way. So Chargers seem to be ready to kick off the season, but not quite there yet. So tonight we're going to have two guests joining us, coming back to the Clubhouse, very familiar faces. Once you see them, I'm sure you'll all be thrilled and happy. We have what my good friend El Guapo would say, a plethora of games coming up here. We have 3 games tomorrow, 3 games on Friday, and then the majority of games on Saturday. So, and then we have 2 games on Sunday. So most of us here at the Clubhouse and some of the guests here, I'm sure there's some guys that they have in mind that they want to keep an eye on and kind of seeing how they work out and how they look that first game to see if they pass the eye test, because that's always the first test for us fans here. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get the show kicked off.
Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hat, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, finna up the score for the record. Chicago Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hat, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, finna up the score for the record. Introducing first, he the Crooked Commish, making sure it's understood that he him. Next up, he the mouth from the bay, dynamic duo, hit you with an ounce of that game, they make you bow face and salute the truth. Curve all the blase blind and whoop-de-whoop. On the path to the bag, got that money and the power. They gon' ball every fantasy football hour. Got them sour, these hacks can't hack it. Meanwhile they on point like a cactus. Want smoke and get smoked like some cat piss. If you can't be good, damn it, be good at it. Ay, Chicago Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hat, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, finna up the score for the record. Chicago Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hat, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, finna up the score for the record.
Again, thanks to my boy Bogey for putting that together for me. Like I said, if you guys are ever interested in getting something put together like that, hit me up, let me know, so then I can get you connected to the right people, so you can get something sounding just as good as that playing for you for any kind of occasion. So, but let's go ahead and get into it, guys. We'll go ahead and get in my co-host. He's the loudest mouth in fantasy football, and that's why you can hear him from one bay to the other. That's why we call him the mouth from the bay.
What up, y'all?
You made it. You made it.
Made it, man. I was like, I didn't know, but we got it. We got it in. And I don't know about you. I was like, we might have rang the doorbell last weekend, but I come like the fucking Kool-Aid man this weekend. Like, oh yeah, it's football time. It's freaking Christmas in August. We wait all this time. Now it's football to the end of February, or beginning of February. It's, you know what? I'm like a little kid in the little county store. All these games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know.
Yeah, and
it's time. It's time.
I'm sure you and I are both kind of getting sick of some of these mock drafts that we've been doing as well.
Yeah, I'm just ready for that. These actual drafts and this actual time to get stuff going, and then start throwing some live bullets around and see some actual. I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing all these morning shows and afternoon shows. Talking heads talking about the Cowboys and Pittsburgh and the Eagles and the Cowboys and everybody else. Who the hell else they're talking about? But I'm talking about talking about the 4 or 5 teams they always circle around. Always the same 4 or 5 teams, and just actually let's get all 32 teams in there and let's go have some fun.
No, I hear you. Because they're not talking about the actual games right now. All there is really is just a bunch of practice. And
I mean, listen, we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice.
Yep.
About practice right now. But soon enough, we're not going to be talking about practice. Starting tomorrow night, like I said, we're going to have 3 games on our schedule here. We're going to see some preseason games. Granted, it's not any big names, but there's going to be up-and-coming names. Like I said, Victor Cruz was a preseason star before he became an NFL star. So
we can make a salsa king before Victor Cruz became a salsa king.
Exactly.
Really top off some 80-yarders on some people.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I asked the question last week to you and Boogie about how much preseason do you actually watch? Because I try to just ingest every little bit of, because these guys that are the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round picks are the 4th tier picks, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know who might be that guy that breaks out and that stuff from that 3rd round pick who becomes a stud running back, or a 2nd round pick who wide receiver who just all of a sudden just things happen in training camp and stuff happens, and throughout the year people get hurt, people go on IR, and all of a sudden you find that stud tight end or that stud wide receiver or running back that can just absolutely just take your team from that little 500 and go on a 5 or 6 game run and put you into the playoffs. And we all know that's where we want to be, because that's where the money's at.
1,000%. Like before there was Odell Beckham that made his splash there. He was in preseason and in training camp.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
And he sure in the fuck did, making one-handed catches. So a lot of these guys that you don't know their names right now is just wait a minute, because they're about to make a name for themselves. So
just wait. Because I guarantee you that's the tradition in NFL. Just because you were the number 1 guy this week, don't mean you'll be number 1 guy next week. It only takes one big dude landing on your ankle, or one block, or the running back comes up and you're blocking, and guy comes out and takes out Jefferson's knee, and all of a sudden you're down JJ for eight weeks. You know what I mean? And then next man up, and that next man might that waiver wire that you got to keep on those guys. You were like, I watched that guy in the first game of the year in preseason. It's I'm gonna take a waiver on him, because you never know who else is not paying attention in your leagues. So you definitely want to stay up on it.
Peacock, what's going on? Thank you. Hey, Peacock is also one of the guys that put together the shirt for me, or the guy that put together.
The guy. I had my shirt on last week.
Yes, you did. So thank you for watching, Peacock. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get our guest in here. They're waiting patiently in the back. This one's a 2-for-1 here. A twofer. He's coming back to the clubhouse. Like I said, we always welcome everyone back that shows up here, talk more fantasy. He was back last week. I think this may be 3 weeks in a row he's on the show. I'm not sure. But you all should know him very well. He's our boy, Bogey. What's good?
Yes.
Oh!
In the building.
Hey, we back, baby. We back.
Me and Bones, we're gonna do the guest streak. Here it is.
Hold on. Hey, look. Hey, you see the shirt? You see the shirt, Boogs? You see the shirt, Boo? I got that Sunday Shark shirt on.
Oh, your shirt. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see you. He repping.
The Playmakers. So let's go ahead and get our other guest in here, and then I got to take these rugrats out real quick for a minute. So our next guest, like I said in the intro, his team looked pretty damn good last week. Kind of had their way with the Lions, and like I said, it's not like the Lions were starting anybody that's going to be playing on Sundays.
I don't care. They got whooped around. They got slapped around. They look horrible. They looked horrible.
Look good. It looked like they lost their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. They looked a little not as sharp.
Yeah,
so
but it looked like their staff got gutted. It really did.
For sure. But let's get our boy Lee in here from the Gen Wealth Network.
Yeah, Lee, what up, brother?
What's up, Kermit? What's up,
good to see you. Give me a minute. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to give you a topic here. Preseason
football. My regards to Chocolate and Walter Payton.
I'll be back.
He said his dogs are named Chocolate and Walter Payton. I said,
this guy
Walter or Walter Payton. He's like, just Walter. Like,
just Walter. Yeah, this is Walter. I've been to the house. It's just shut up, Walter.
That dog should respond to all those commands. Sweetness, go take a shit.
You know what
I mean?
He's like, he's a yapping. He's a little yapper. So I've heard it. Shut up, Walter, plenty of times at the house.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Walter Payton, the dog.
There you go, Walter Payton, the dog. Like he's getting some airtime.
On the show. My bad.
But we'll go back to that game with you, Lee, dog. How'd you feel about that one, man? That had to feel nice. Even though it's preseason, it had to feel nice just to see him look good.
Lambert Smith do something. We got a little touches from Hampton. We got a look. Hey, we saw some defensive backs that made names for themselves. I hope they do it more.
That pick six was nice. That pick six was real nice.
That kid that had the pick six is making a name for himself.
So I mean, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Still sucks. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
He's not as good. It's like him and his receding hairline doesn't matter. But it's preseason. But
maybe he's right.
He's like, it is what it is.
Don't look at my content 4 years ago when I was like, Trey Lance going to be that dude.
Yeah.
You guys kind of overpaid for Mr. Trey Lance.
Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, I got a people. It's like, especially some people actually get.
When we drafted Trey Lance, he's like, oh.
That's what I'm telling you. But especially some people actually get paid to do that. That whole front office got saved because everybody thought that was the dude, and I did not. I didn't like the fact he only played 19 games or whatever in college, and you're gonna go pick him third in the draft. I'm like, and then give up everything that we did.
Not just picked him third, traded up for him.
I'm saying they gave up a shit ton.
Ironic is apparently it was narrowed down to the Mac Jones or Trey Lance, and ultimately they went Trey Lance, and we got Mac Jones as the backup now. Ha ha! Who's laughing now?
I don't know. Well, actually, who's laughing now? Brock Purdy with that $265 million contract. That's who's laughing right now. It's
I'm a coordinator chaser, so there was a case to be made for Mac Jones getting drafted by Shanahan because when Shanahan was in Atlanta, he gets the head coaching job, goes to our Niners, right? When he left, they hired Steve Sarkisian, and Sarkisian came in and pretty much Matt Ryan was like, he wanted to keep a lot of the same playbook. So they basically just adopted Shanahan's existing playbook that was there. Then Sarkisian kind of takes that with him everywhere he goes now. You know what I mean? A lot of his playbook ended up being a lot of that playbook they ran in Alabama too.
Alabama. A lot of principles. Yeah, a lot of principles.
Steve Sarkisian was there as the OC when they won the national.
Yeah. So then
I was like, because he was kind of like baby Big Ben, and not because of I'm talking about really just because he had the love handles,
Because he's not really that big.
Yeah, not anything about how he played ball or anything. Just they had love handles. How are you gonna come in the game with Big Ben size love handles and you barely a rookie? You got to.
So what did I miss? Where are we at?
We're talking about Big Ben.
We're just talking. Yeah. That's where we ended up. We were talking with Lee about the game, how he liked it, how everything was last week, and how he liked seeing his team dominate the up and coming, contender, whatever. I guess not a couple anymore, but like a legit, tender for the NFC. And like I said, I know it's the preseason, but when you look that bad, there's warts and fucking scars all over your face. I don't care how much makeup you put on it. Like that team did not look prepared, and I'm surprised for Dan Campbell. For a Dan Campbell team like that to look that unprepared. That was pretty interesting to see how bad they looked on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, no,
I do remember, and I do remember Chris Hogan. I do remember Chris Hogan.
It was the 3s and 4s.
Who are the 49ers playing this Saturday?
We have Denver.
Okay.
Denver on Saturday, yes. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think they're going to play like some of the starters, like that first, like, 1 or 2 series. And then it's going to be, the third and fourth people, obviously. But
so how interested are you seeing in Ricky Pearsall playing? Like, how much playing time do you think he could get?
I don't think you're going to see much of Ricky Pearsall. I don't think I'm with Brooks. I don't think there's going to see too much of him. I think he might get a week. Yeah, he might get like a series or 2, if that. I mean, he might not even play. I'm not exactly sure.
Big dose of Mac Jones.
Yeah, I think a big.
And we're going to figure out our third situation.
Yeah, I'm more interested in seeing these rookies that are coming in on the defensive side. I want to see Nick. I want to see Nick Martin. I want to see D. Winters. You know what I mean? I want to see like some of these other guys that on the especially on the line. That like I want to see C.J. West and some other guys like that are gonna like, because like last year the Niners, the first couple preseason games, everybody ran up the middle of them. It didn't matter who it was. It was the 5th guy out of freaking the Circle K.
And this guy got a ball. This year. Let's go.
And they were just killing them, and that was something that happened like right away against the Niners. It was just something that you couldn't hide, that they could not stop the run up the middle. And I want to see something like that. I want to see people flying to the ball. I want to see the Robert Saleh effect. People just swarming, hitting people, just knocking people back, and just doing all that type of stuff. Physicality brought back to that Niners defense that once made us like a key mark. Like, yes, I want to see them punching people in the mouth, and I want to see it from the guys that are going to have to be like key players coming this year, because
like
that's what happened in 2019. We had a whatever kind of team, and all these rookies stepped up and became like legit, contributors to that team that got us to the Super Bowl. So I want to see that like, the seeds planted now, and see what happens in the year. But I need that seed now. I want to see that up the field. Like just nothing coming down the pipe. Like everything stopped at scrimmage. Everything stopped at the scrimmage.
Bogey, is there any offensive players on your guys' team, or maybe even on Denver's team that you're interested in seeing?
I think we're going to get a good look at Jordan James right out the gate.
Okay.
Because there's no Isaac Guerrero right now. We're going to keep CMC and a bunch of bubble wrap. And then, we're going to see Jordan James, this Oregon kid, and he killed it after Bucky Irving left. So I like that we have this kid. This is like, it pained me to get rid of Jordan Mason. Like, you could go back 4 years ago, or whenever Jordan Mason's rookie year was, he was an undrafted guy. I was stashing him everywhere, because this is just, they're very specific. They have a type, and then of running back. You know what I'm saying? And they've been, they haven't been opposed to having bigger backs either these days. You know what I mean? Before they're having a 200-pound, 5'11" and under running backs. Now you've been seeing them have 6-foot running backs, and like Isaac Guerrero in that instance, and like even this kid Jordan James, bro. I think he's like 220 or something like that. Like they're not, or maybe 215.
Yeah, but they're track stars, so that kind of helps.
Yeah, they're not
the top off.
And then you have CMC, who's just the fucking unicorn. So just keep him safe in bubble wrap, like I said. But yeah, I'm eager to see this Jordan James kid. He's a true zone runner, like a one-cut pium, you know what I mean? And that's Shanahan's system, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if I have any piece of CMC, I'm going to want the 49ers to like get him a wheelchair so they can just wheelchair him around. Even though
He
they're
never
not
walks on his own feet ever unless he's moving on the field.
the football field.
Like,
That's the only time
I just,
want him
hey,
outside their feet.
I just want Trey Williams to throw him on his back and just carry him around like a freaking backpack, like for the next 2-3 weeks. Like that's all he's doing. Like
We just
Trey
hired
Williams, like
Zeke,
this,
so
like
is he
Like
still
Trey Williams ain't doing
around?
nothing anyway. Like Trey Williams ain't gonna get in the game, so I just need to carry CMC
that can just
and
piggyback
protect that guy at all costs. You put CMC on your back, Trey Williams, and you just walk around with them like one big old backpack. I don't really care. Like after that, like make sure nothing happens to that guy whatsoever.
Like he's Yoda to Luke.
So Lee,
Yeah, exactly.
did you see enough of the Hampton Inn last week, or are you hoping to see some more of
touches
him?
did he even get?
I don't think he got too many. Omari.
No, I don't think he was in there for too long. Yeah.
Yeah. He was
No,
very
he
sparse. I
he
think
got
he
about
like,
3 or 4 carries, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
do you
gave
think
him, like,
he's going to get the
1
same
season.
amount or more? Do you think he'll get more this week or
Overreact.
about the same? Are you hoping for more
Jim Harbaugh's old
from
school.
Hampton?
Lee.
Hey, I gotta come back out and come back in.
Okay.
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 No, it's muffled. Hold up, you're back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So,
Like,
anyways, do you guys think Hampton will get some more opportunities here in this upcoming game with the Chargers?
I think.
Or do you think
I think he kind of. I think it. No, I think it kind of has to. Be, so I don't think Harris is going to get too much run. I think he's already a veteran, so he's not going to go into the game unless they actually. I mean, something crazy has to happen for him to be in the game. So Amari Hampton's going to go in there. I think he probably is like. I think he does like the series or two because like that's they got the extra game because the Hall of Fame game. So I don't think they're going to try to like throw the wear any tires off of him and like that. So I feel him like a series or two. I mean, maybe it's the same. Like 4
I
or 5
think we see
touches.
the exact same thing we saw in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, I think it's like 4 or 5 touches, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet Trey Lance gets hurt. They keep running him in the preseason.
Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a goal?
I wouldn't be shocked if they're showcasing him to trade him.
I was like, yeah, I mean, Trey Lance is fodder at this time. Like he's just trying to hold on to the NFL dream right now. So if anything happens to him, they're not really worried. They're not really worried.
Probably the only
Nothing
dream.
happens to Trey Lance.
That's probably the only dream he's gonna have.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Lee, I wanted to gauge your excitement and how excited you are for having your boy come back to the motherland and Keenan Allen re-signing with your guys' team after having a 1-year little hiatus with my team, Chicago there. How excited and pumped are you to have Keenan Allen back, taking a roster spot from a young and up-and-coming guy? So he's basically replacing the guy that retired, Mike Williams, right? That's how you can look at it.
Hey,
Not necessarily.
Hey, Lee, he's coming back home with herpes, bro. That's why he's coming back home. Like he left for the girlfriend, and he went and played out for a year. And he's coming back. He needs a shot, like on both cheeks, before he comes back and steps.
You can't prove that.
That was a dirty slut he was just with.
Allegedly. So Lee,
allegedly. Allegedly. You're right. You're
excited
allegedly.
to have Keenan Allen back?
I hate that he just might affect Ladd a little bit because Ladd, he's the type of guy that can play on the perimeter, but we just saw him be very successful being like a great Keenan Allen replacement, someone who just kills it in the slot. And you're a Chicago Bears fan. They couldn't put Keenan Allen on the perimeter. He was just not, it wasn't happening for him. You know what I mean? So that, he played a ton in the slot last year because that's what he's going to do. And so I'm hoping he's just like depth. Just a guy who might get
at this point. At this point, I think he is.
Yeah, he's more depth.
That's what
sure.
I think. He's a depth piece. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's kind of how
Because
Mike Williams was
been
going to
on
be
like a steady decline,
before he retired.
Yeah, but Mike Williams had the speeds to going outside and take the top off of safety.
I like to use Fitzgerald as an example. Larry Fitzgerald, he used to be a killer X receiver. Then when he got with Bruce Arians, he was older in his career, and he says, "Hey, look, we got this kid Malcolm Floyd, or not Malcolm Floyd,
Michael
something
Michael Floyd.
Michael Floyd. There you go. Thank you. And he's like, Michael Floyd, he's this new guy. We like him like he's going to play X. So we're going to move you to the slot. And he says like this, I guarantee it's going to preserve your career even more longer. They played like 5 more years. So for like 2013 or whatever it is, 2020.
I'm gonna lie. Hey, I will never be a Cardinal fan, but that dude was a fucking stud.
Larry Legend.
Larry Fitz was a stud. So
look at his last from 13 to 20. You know what I'm saying? He was a slot guy because he just couldn't beat nobody on the outside like that. And like, we're not gonna let Larry Legend go out like that. And that's just a smart coach right there. So that's kind of how I view Keenan Allen at this point. He's only good to be in the slot. He was never really good in the perimeter like that since, like 2015, 16. Like he's really just been a slot guy for hella long. And he looks old in the face. He's like 50 looking in the face.
His hands looked old last year. His hands looked really old. He dropped a lot of passes last year. So hopefully now that he's back in California.
He might have had some bad passes thrown at him.
There were some that hit him right on the damn hands where he just.
We got to tell Caleb to stop throwing it like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Caleb can stop doing that shit. Caleb start doing that, and we'll be good. That's why, like, it had a different spiral on the ball. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Caleb's no Justin Herbert. He can't throw.
Come on, man. Yes, I can argue.
That's still to be determined. We'll see about that.
Yes, it is. It is TBT. It is definitely TBD.
But what do you call it? I'm excited, at least with the Bears game coming up on Sunday. They're playing the Dolphins. I'm eager to see what Colston Loveland looks like. From what I've been hearing in camp, he's been pretty sharp. He kind of had that shoulder injury coming in, but once he got past that and got on the field, I've been hearing nothing but good things from him, at least as an offensive weapon. Hopefully he can block, because I know Ben Johnson's system requires you to block before you can even get the ball.
Eddie Johnson.
So
I was like,
I'm eager to see
how much is set up? How much is set up Porter block? I'm just saying, how much is set up Porter block? I'm just curious. I honestly don't know. Like, how much did he actually get involved in that run game?
A decent amount. I'm not sure. I think Sam's a bit bigger than him, like weight-wise and whatnot, but I think Sam was blocking a pretty decent amount. So, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he's going to have someone like Komet try and block a bit more than Loveland and use Loveland more.
You're still going to run a bunch of 12 personnel. It is Ben Johnson. So, and Komet is paid, make him do the dirty work, right?
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. If I was Komet, I'd be like, I'm not the rookie. I'm not the rookie to get to this category to block that high.
Yeah.
That end. He's like, I am not going to go get freaking Garrett or Bosa or any of these guys. He's like, I am not chipping that guy. I am not chipping. Exactly. I'm not going to chip that guy. Go to that rookie to go do it.
Like, they're all gonna get their nails done and support. That's how he's. But see, if they all those offensive players get their nails done, that means
it's team building.
He's a true leader.
Then it's team building. That's different.
He's a true leader at that point.
I think there's other ways you can kind of build up, do other team building, but I mean,
everybody getting pedicures.
So who the hell am I to say? Tell them. You know what I mean? Whatever.
They're all on.
These athletes are different nowadays.
Hey, if you want mani pedis, they would get mani pedis. I mean, whatever, I guess.
Whatever, I guess. So how excited are you guys to see? And one of the other games coming up, Browns versus Panthers. Shador Sanders is starting that game for the Browns. Are you guys excited at all, or just kind of I'm seeing him play?
I'm excited for that one right there.
Honestly, Doug, what happens? Hey, what happens? Because they just brought Tyler Huntley and they brought a 6 QB in into the camp. For whatever reason, they didn't have enough. I guess they wanted to bring another veteran, and so I mean, it's interesting because this kid has got nothing but the scraps to kind of just whatever practicing and whatever. So if he goes in there and actually lights it up on the first drive and goes like 5 for 5 with like 70 yards and a touchdown, then what the hell did the Browns do? You know what I mean? Like that's one of those things where
it's not to sneeze at. I'm excited to see their defense.
Yeah, so I mean that's just insane to me. Like, and if he falls on his face and they cut him, I mean he's a 5th round pick. So
Yeah, I mean, someone's getting cut on the quarterback thing.
That's my point.
Way too many goddamn quarterbacks. Either that, or you're going to maybe try and move one of them. But how much are you really going to get? What are you really expecting to get for
exactly? Like, I mean, like,
someone like
Kenny, what is Kenny Pickens going to get? Kenny Pickens is going. If you're lucky, you might get his 7th for Kenny Pickens. You know what I mean? Dylan Gabriel, just like, yeah, exactly. And Dylan Gabriel, they don't know what the heck that kid is. He's a 3rd round pick. You're not going to get a 3rd round pick back for him. I mean, so that's one of those things where Shador, if he comes in and he lights it up, he throws a bomb to Jerry Jeudy or something like that, or whoever's out there. I don't know who's they're going to play.
Here's the thing: all he needs to do is throw some bombs at all, and it probably won't be Jerry Jeudy, or I think Cedric Tillman's hurt too.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to play for them, but if he looks really good, if he looks really good for the quarter or two that he plays, then that just puts the Browns in a whole other level of shit.
If they trade him for anything higher than the 5th round, which they drafted him for, then that's value, right? But they're not going to do that. They're going to shine him up and try to like. If they do trade him, it would be.
I think that's what they're doing. 100%. Honestly, I think that's what they're doing. I think they're trying to put him out there so they can trade him. I think that's what that Tyler Huntley, that they're picking him up with something, because I absolutely believe they're trying to tank and get one of those quarterbacks from Clemson, LSU, or Archie Manning from Texas next year.
Browns got multiple.
Manning's not
they
coming
want
out
to. They want to
those
be.
and the Jags.
Yeah, well, he can, but the other kids are definitely, like the other kid from South Carolina too. Like there's some studs coming in this draft that are way above Dylan and possibly Shador Sanders in this next draft. I mean, they're definitely not going to be Kenny Pickett or Tyler Huntley. So, I mean, Joe Flacco's just kind of just chilling on. I mean, he was on the couch like 2 years ago.
Joe Flacco.
Before Indianapolis picked him up. You know what I mean? Right. So he's not there because that arm's never going anywhere. He's a statue, but that arm still can. So he's gonna win NFL games.
No, he will.
But
he thinks he's still
good.
But
I honestly believe that's why they're putting Shador out there, because he hasn't been prepared whatsoever. They're throwing him out there to hopefully he catches some fire and he looks good, and someone makes a phone call for him. Someone gets hurt, and someone says like, pretty much.
Either you got it or you don't. Show us something, kid. So interesting. Another guy I'm kind of not excited but curious on is to see how Jackson Dart's going to look like with the Giants there, because I'm not sure how much Russell Wilson or even famous Jameis is going to play there, considering that they're veterans and stuff.
And at least Jackson Dart will probably be throwing at Jalen Hyatt, right? And at least Hyatt's not like a bum. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, yeah. So, I think that's the Vito and Jackson Dart's game. Really, I don't really see Russell Wilson getting into a game for any reason.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson,
I mean, I would be shocked.
I guarantee he'd be doing mental reps on the sideline, fully dressed.
But if I remember correctly, freaking Josh Jacobs was playing in the 3rd preseason game for the Raiders a few years back.
He also played in the Hall of Fame game that year.
Yeah.
Really fucking hot about that shit. I just saw an interview not too long ago. He was on Barstool talking about that shit.
Yeah,
he was like, man,
I mean, he's like, well, why do you get your stud running back
of that status?
Yeah,
it's probably frowned.
But then, hey, hold on. But then again, that's also the Raiders, so you kind of don't expect that.
Think about this. It's like evil genius. It's like go out. He's trying to get paid. Oh, you want to get paid? You know what I mean? And it's the last year.
Get hurt.
It was the last year of his contract. So this is before like the franchise tagging shit where he would just hold out, right? So in this case, yeah, they're like, go ahead, get out there, get hurt. Just like you said.
Yeah.
Go get hurt.
That's some real slimy shit right there. That
I mean, it was Josh McDaniels. He comes from the evil empire.
You ain't lying there. That's for damn sure. So, what do you call?
He's back in the evil empire now, huh?
How do you think? So with Jordan Addison getting suspended with the Vikings there, the first 3 games.
That's huge. That is huge.
The rookie, I think, was Taj Felton. Ended up getting picked out of Maryland.
It'd be Naylor.
Naylor getting the first shot, the first opportunity.
Naylor, I think. That sounded
I think that's more Naylor.
Yeah, but Felton
So,
should be not too far behind those guys, and just him being a rookie, I would think he's going to definitely should get a fair dose of him this upcoming game.
no, I think that's a
Oh yeah,
huge thing. Now,
I thought you were talking about like the first few weeks, like in
No, just for this
Addison.
game, because
Just for
they're
this
definitely
game,
going to be able to, if they shine and blow up these during the preseason, especially with this game. I mean, you kind of make it hard for the coaches to kind of tell him, no, you still need to sit on the bench.
I think when they start doing that, it's like a ramp up. It's like a ramp up, right? So like, they're gonna have them against these 2s and 3s, and then and then in week 2, yeah, you might get a shot at some first team defense. And then if that kid was balling week 1, maybe get him some reps with the first team. Maybe maybe he's in a couple of snaps with the first team. You know what I mean?
well, he ain't gonna have no choice because Addison's gonna be gone for the first 3 games. So
yeah,
I mean,
but I'm just saying, like Naylor's that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Who will more than likely filling in.
I totally feel you, but like Commish is saying, if he has some highlight, he throws a 40-yard bomb to him, or he breaks a tackle and takes him to the house, or just has a couple of just in traffic catches, and he just looks good. He's on time, he's getting there, getting first downs, a big couple third downs, whatever.
I just think the ceiling is higher for sure.
Yeah, that's one of those things where, like, this is your someone went down and is not hurt, but he messed up and he's going to be out for the 3rd game. So it's time you step up because this is your time right now. Because especially in the preseason, you show good what you can do, and those first couple games, especially that first game, it's going to be a big game. You know what I mean? Like, that's JJ McCarthy's actually coming out party, and if he's already got kind of rapport with that kid, then that just makes it that much more difficult when Addison comes back, because Addison's a stud. He's already showed it last year that he can definitely, take over a game by himself. But who knows what happens with him after this first 3 games? You know what I mean? That first month is always dangerous for me for offenses. Offenses don't really do a whole lot in the preseason and OTAs and stuff like that. They kind of do a lot of walkthroughs. So those live reps and everything, that's where those growings and those hamstrings and stuff like that those come out of nowhere. So he'd be gone for those first 3 weeks, come back and then tweak something and be gone for another 2.
I don't really look when it comes to preseason. I'm not really looking for who's producing what as much as I'm looking for who's lining up with what team. You know what I mean? He's with the first teams, or he's with the first teams and he's lining up in the slot, or you know what I mean? Because they're never going to show like too many of their concepts. But for example, we see for example, we see New England Patriots, right? They're probably going to run their first team. Not immediately, but they will eventually, right? Because he's such a young QB, and you got a whole new coaching regime. You need this guy to get in the swing, because they're not a team that's like trying to figure it out for next year. They're going to try to compete this year. You know what I mean? So right. I'm interested to see how they're going to use, their running backs. You know what I mean? Like because I love the idea of Henderson. Or Travion Henderson, excuse me. And
now, what preseason game this weekend are you looking forward to seeing the most?
My bad. Go ahead.
For me, for me, that Browns game is right there. But like I said, my Niners game is something big, because that defense was not the defense I've seen the last 5 or 6 years, and with the return of Robert Saleh. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad last year, and it started in the preseason. It did. Like, for me, it started in the preseason. I seen the footprints of a bad defense in the preseason. Sorensen was not the guy, and it showed pretty damn quickly. Robert Saleh, we brought him back, and it was the return of the prodigal son. So I'm hoping that's what I see right away. Is the defense, this attitude change, just totally different.
Cobra Salah.
Yeah.
So real quick before we move on, because I have another game I want to talk about, another rookie QB. As far as Addison, though, being suspended, how do you see that affecting his draft stock? Like, in your opinion, does it change where you would normally draft him, or do you still take him the same round that you would take him, and just because he's gives enough value, at that point.
I mean, there's still 14 weeks, so I mean, I don't think he drops too far. I think there's some people that might stay away, who just because they'll stay away. I mean, the one thing that I'm more worried about is JJ McCarthy never threw for more than like 25 passes in college. So I mean, that's what I'm worried about because it's a good offense. So there's only so much,
How many games
there's so much
started?
the targets. There's only so much targets are going to go around. I mean, you got JJ on the other side. JJ isn't going to go sit for 2-3 weeks and only get 1 or 2 targets. So I mean, that's one thing I'm worried about for Addison.
What was your question, Bogey?
Oh no, I was just like, how many games started did he have in college? Because then I don't really care for the answer now, because one thing that he does have that I want to point out is that he did get to sit for a year, and this is very useful for these young QBs, the ones that get rested in the action pause. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're doomed from the start. I mean, Mitchell Trubisky.
It's just one of those things where if JJ McCarthy is throwing 40 times in a game, I think that the Minnesota are most likely going to be behind and losing that game. And I don't trust the fact that he's going to bring them back. He didn't have to do that in Michigan. You know what I mean? Like the Michigan defense was absolutely freaking monster, and he had stud running backs behind him. So they definitely they play defense and they run the ball. And he had to make 1 or 2 good throws. Yeah, make 1 or 2 throws.
Like Kevin O'Connell,
that's
someone we trust.
That's my point.
When it comes to
that's my point.
Tennessee.
Like for me, you got JJ on the other side. Like he's not going to sit there and not eat. He's not going to go 2 or 3 games in a row where he's getting 1 or 2 targets. You know what I mean? He's going 1 for 19 with no, with no touchdowns. Like there will be problems real quick. And that's just how it.
Yeah, if JJ McCarthy is not throwing the ball deep at all, not doing any deep shots to fucking the other JJ on this team,
killing me with this.
Oh
yeah, there will be some shit to be had.
JJ, saying that shit.
He's over there grabbing him by the mask. Listen here, Rook. I'm open. Grab me by the face mask, and next time, throw me the damn ball, boy. It's like.
Even if I'm not open, still just throw it up.
Throw me the damn ball. Yeah. Everybody knows, even if JJ is not open, he's open. Okay, we've seen it plenty of times.
Maybe we temper our expectations on Jefferson the first few weeks too. With no Addison, he probably gets shut. Not shut down, but
absolutely
more attention, double coverage for sure.
Yeah, that's why I talking about Naylor and that rookie too.
And then we swoop in with the Justin Jefferson trade offers, and we get him from that manager.
Yeah, I love that.
That's how we strike. That sounds like some crooked shit there. That sounds like
let me give you. I like it. So you want this kicker?
My friend Crook.
It's like I'll give you this kicker for Justin Jefferson right now. He's playing like trash.
After we've been drinking all night too.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna say we are shit ton of tequila. You're getting a bunch of tequila, and I'm sending you a kicker and a trash can.
I see it all working out in my head now. Yes. There we go. One of the rookie QBs that are not going to have the same luxury that JJ McCarthy had is Cam Ward. The Titans are playing the Bucks. This coming Saturday. I am very interested to see how he looks, with this game. I'm sure he's going to should get a decent amount of playing time. Do you guys think so or no?
Yeah, I mean, he should be throwing it a fuck ton this year.
That's what I'm thinking here. So,
but
the question is, who do you think his favorite receiver is going to be?
I mean, they're all old as shit too. So I mean, who knows who's ever around? I mean, Tyler Lockett's not young. I mean, they got like pretty much whoever they could find and just kind of threw it a wide receiver core together.
He got a couple of his college buddies that he played with.
Well, he also has Resposado, right?
He has Resposado. And then
so there's a rookie Dyke, Resposado, I believe. On the Tennessee.
Dyke, yes.
Excuse me. Then I also think a sneaky tight end play would be the one guy I can't pronounce his name.
The big Chig Okonkwo.
Yes.
Okonkwo.
The big Chig. The Chig is up.
So, but he disappears sometimes. That scares me.
You might be Ward's security blanket guy. Of
Maybe.
where's my big guy?
Rookie tight end is a rookie. I'm a rookie tight end. A rookie QB lean on a tight end too. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yes.
so that's who I'm going to be trying to get and kind of looking for. You guys can't use that information against me now, though. So
I'm definitely picking him up.
Police?
fuck up.
I'm definitely picking him up now.
Oh no. He said you can't use it against him. Not anything we say can and use be against us.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. I forgot you are a crook. In cops and robbers, we're the robbers.
Yeah. I don't make the rules, but somebody does. Trust me, somebody does make these rules. That's not me.
There you go.
But anyways, like I said, Cam Ward is one of those guys I'm definitely eager to see how he plays and how he looks, if he looks the part. Like I said, the eyeball test is always the first test for us fans. So hopefully he makes some good reads, good throws.
Yeah. It'll be bad. Like the first couple of series, he goes 3 and out, like back-to-back series, then that won't be a good look. I want to see him move the chains, do some stuff, get out the pocket, maybe run for a first down, get that first NFL hit, and then see where he goes from there. But yeah, definitely he's interesting because I've never seen a rookie a number one all pick never get no kind of like love on any kind of NFL network, any ESPN or Fox or anything. They rarely talk about the number one overall pick. I don't know because it was that bad of a rookie draft class or what it is, but I've never seen a number one all pick get such disrespect.
Well, the rookie, the quarterback draft class this year was not that impressive. It seems like the bigger the rookie classes, the bigger names it is for the QBs, like the more talked about, like the whole classes. And really, it was just Ward that was talked about for the most. So, and like we hear and a lot of the bigger talking heads say that if he were to come out in last year's draft, that
he would have been like 6th pick.
The 5th best QB out of all those guys. So, that's probably one of the reasons why you really don't hear next to nothing when it comes to Cam Ward.
And I heard this too. Like I guess he's in purgatory, like what they say. Like Tennessee is like
Tennessee,
it's like purgatory. Like I mean, it's like NFL football is like the fourth thing to watch. Like it's all about like college football and then high school football in Tennessee, and then we forgot we had the Titans too on Sunday. Like shit, we'll watch them.
Music City.
Yeah, there's also a bunch of music festivals and concerts over there. In Tennessee. So.
Down there,
their hockey team gets more love than their football team. So,
well, one of the last guys I definitely have to bring up because he was one of the top offensive names out there. Well, I guess there's 2 of them out there, but running back is always a hot commodity in fantasy football. So, Ashton Genty was one of the hottest names out there coming out in this year's draft. How do you think he'll be with the Raiders? How much time do you think we will see him in this upcoming game against the what do you call them, Mouth? Seacocks?
Oh yeah, it's definitely Seacocks.
I think you see him a series of 2. I don't think you see much of him.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see a bunch of him, bro. Real talk.
Yeah. Nice. That'd be exciting. I'm hoping so.
Well, maybe a quarter. I don't know.
Talking about Milrow, right?
Yeah, I was thinking like a quarter and a half, maybe. Like it kind of depends on how the game. I think it's more like how the game's going.
Probably gonna see some Sam Darnold too, unless Sam Darnold does he earn that much respect where he's like, listen, he is familiar with the system, honestly. You know what I mean? Because there's a Gary Kubiak correlation. They were together in Frisco. You know what I mean? Shanahan. It is a product of not only Gary Kubiak but his father Mike Shanahan, and then here you have Clint Kubiak's, the son who's his. You know what I mean? They're like intertwined. Their systems are like, you know what I mean? So maybe Sam Darnold doesn't play, and we see a fuck ton of Milrow. Why wouldn't they? This organization's gonna want that. Yeah. Sam Darnold's on like a glorified 1-year deal, so. You know what I mean? The moment that kid starts flashing, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, especially he's not a first round. He's a second round guy. So you don't have that 5th-year option. They're going to take a look at him sooner than later, especially if they start getting out of contention or early on. If they're losing games in spite Sam Darnold. Shit, don't let them win games in spite of Sam Darnold. They'll call for Milrow. That fan base, the 12s are loud and annoying.
Yeah, definitely annoying.
Like I said, that new stadium ain't going to pay for itself. So, I mean, if whoever the hot hand is,
I'm kind of hoping that they did it cheap and it just falls down. I mean, that's honestly, I don't care.
And when I say fuck ton, I mean it's preseason, so you might what we gonna see maybe two series.
So let me ask you this, and maybe this is the better way to look at it: 9.5 over under the amount of touches that Genty will get.
I think it's over.
Is Genty,
I think it's over.
It's the Raiders playing the Seahawks. That's the game.
Yes.
Cool. Revenge.
Yes. Pete Carroll is coming right back home, back home right away. He's like, "Oh, I forgot something real quick. My last pay stub."
I think that first quarter, like, depends on how fast it goes. I think he gets.
I think he gets a couple series. I think if they run their starters, it's one series. Facts. If it's an extended series and they happen to keep getting first downs, word. But yeah,
well, hopefully it's longer than that. Like I said, I'm genuinely curious to see how good he looks, if he looks the part and whatnot. So,
you know what I want to see? I want to see if what's his name actually got him to like get into an actual running back stance, or if he's still going to stand back there like they did at Boise State and just kind of stand back there in the backfield to kind of just linger around and just kind of wait for the ball. Like, I want to see that one. Like, I want to see if he just kind of just standing around, like, oh, we're playing football. Go ahead, give me the ball. Like, or if Chip Kelly actually got him to like actually step into like and get into a stance and getting ready to, like I know there was a conversation back and forth on how that works. So I want that's like the most dumbest thing, but that's one thing I want to see if he actually listens to his coach and says, I want you to get on your hand, get down and get ready for like a running back stance and get ready for the ball. Or if he's just going to stand back there like Michael Myers, like he was for that whole last year.
Once he gets caught standing,
I think so too.
At least once.
I think after that he gets yanked.
Yeah, I mean, he can't do it for too many times. That's for damn sure. So, but we're pretty much getting to the end of the show, guys. Bogey, please let the good people know where they can find you. I know we're in the middle of a 32-man league draft right now, so hopefully we can get through the end of this current round that we're in by the end of the night. But it's really getting slim pickings now. It really is getting slim pickings. So especially on the offensive side of the ball.
That's wild.
Where can the people find you at and check you out?
Sure. Man, you can definitely find me on YouTube. You can find our channel, the Gen Wealth Net, on YouTube. That's GEN Wealth Net. And then anywhere you consume your music, just search Bogard Scott-Free. Bong, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, things of that nature. And yeah, man, just we're live all the time. We got morning shows, Tuesdays and Fridays, and then we got Playmaker watch parties on Thursdays. So you know what I mean. We got a gang of games tomorrow, so definitely tap in. And you fellas is more than welcome as usual. You know what I mean. I'll shoot y'all the link if y'all want to rock. We're probably gonna be covering we're covering all the games, I'm sure.
All right. I mean, shoot me that link. I know Mouth. Eventually, we'll get Mouth on there. I've joined on there for a few minutes here and there. So shoot us the link. Like I said, we always would love to return the favor and your guys' show. So, Lee,
my bad.
Thank you for jumping on as well. No, you're good.
Thank you for having me, and I'll shoot you the link for tomorrow.
Yeah,
nice. Absolutely.
He is a gigantic ear with arms and legs attached to it.
Yes, I know. Lee has the ear to the streets from what I've allegedly heard here. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm correct there. So,
sure, man. Thanks for having us again. As usual, I'm gonna keep this streak going, bro.
It was.
I'm like the Goldberg
of
your guests.
Yeah, for both of you guys, of course, for Lee and Bogey. Bogey, I know you're very familiar, but I gotta tell Lee,
come back.
That's right, man. You don't make some co-hosts.
The Clubhouse. Like I said, Bogey, I think, like I said, if not 3 in a row, it's definitely been 2 weeks in a row. So I don't know how long
we'll keep the streak alive, see how we can go, how long we can go, and to see if anyone tops the streak.
There you go.
Yeah, no, we're definitely streaking here. We're streaking. Pause.
Oh yeah, pause.
Yeah, no one wants to see any one of us shrinking. No one wants to see any of us going out there. This is not no old school moment right now. No one wants to see any of us outside. No one wants to see any of us outside right now. You're my boy, Blue.
You think KFC's still open?
Remember, he was like, "Bro, you got a dart in your neck."
Wait a minute.
Dude,
it's kind of cold. Hey, hold on. It's kind of cold outside, isn't it?
Hey, Frank, a little cold out there.
It's a little cold outside, huh?
He looks down. He knows exactly what you're talking about. It's like, shit. Fucking,
Let's go shrinkage. Let's go shrinkage.
Shrinkage. It was cold outside. God damn it. It's real. It's real. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. Everyone out there, please hit the thumbs up. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Every Wednesday night, the Mouse from the Bay, myself, and occasionally Bogey, Lee, other guests will come.
The streak continues.
It will continue. If not, we will.
We're still streaking.
Streak though. So, but
we're still streaking.
It may not. You have to tune in next Wednesday to find out if Bogey is back with us again.
You have to tune in to see if the streak continues.
Yeah, I like that.
So we don't want to spoil
Keep the streak alive.
No spoilers.
We're gonna do it in the memory of Bones.
Hey, well, in honor of your streak, this is what I got.
Applause.
Strong J.
Applause for your impressive streak.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
Even.
I couldn't have done it without you guys.
That's you ain't lying about that for sure. I mean, you do need the link. So, anyways, guys, thank you for joining us.
You hold sway over my streak.
I don't have much power. I do have. I make sure I don't fucking lose it. That's what.
Yeah, babe. I appreciate y'all for real.
Mouth from the Bay. Any final words before I send us off?
No, man. That's about it, man. I think we could put a nice little bow on that one. You know, we got some good guests in here. They're not good guests, becoming family. You know what I mean? And then that's what's up. We appreciate it.
A family that streams together, eats together.
There you go.
Yeah. Amongst other things, then we drinks together and smokes together. So
there it is.
Well, guys,
420 brings everybody.
Thank you again for joining us. Everyone out there, be safe, be good. But if you can't be good, God damn it, at least be good at it.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Say,
I don't know about you guys, but wolf all day, every day.
Woo! Wolf pack, baby.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
All right, y'all.
Out there.
I'll see y'all
now. It's all over.
Y'all have a good night.